I'm at the QFC on Rainier Avenue South in South Seattle, where some of the workers here who are members of the United Food and Commercial Workers Local Union are going to hand out leaflets to explain their concerns about the proposed merger between QFC's parent company Kroger and Safeway Albertsons. We'll talk to some of those folks here in just a moment. This is Dominic Ojeda with UFCW, the United Food and Commercial Workers Local 3000, and we're outside this QFC here in South Seattle. You're handing out leaflets talking about the concerns you have over this proposed merger between Kroger and Albertsons. In terms of the workers and their jobs themselves, what are the biggest concerns?
You know, during the pandemic, we understood that our grocery stores really became community hubs for each community that they were serving, and that did not become representative from these corporate monopolies in the wages and respect that these workers should have earned for the work they were doing during the pandemic. They were open every single day. They were serving not only customers, but folks who needed a warm place to stay, and helping folks really, live a life during the pandemic. What we're concerned about is store closures, not fair negotiating during bargaining sessions, and a lot of folks are really concerned that their jobs are at risk, and really the way that they've been working for the past decades are really about to change. So.
Do you think there's a significant number of jobs at risk here?
Yeah, I mean, we know that what the priority is for these companies is to make money. And whatever they can do to make money is what they're going to do. When QFC, Fred Meyer, and merged with Kroger, same thing happened. When Albertsons, Safeway merged, same thing happened. And it's a lot harder for folks to transition to other employment in the grocery industry. So.
And you know, it's interesting that you picked this location, because when I first started to learn about this merger and the possibility of stores closing, I kind of felt like with a Safeway not too far away from here that one of the two might be closing. And then we're talking about food deserts in certain neighborhoods. Is that on the list of concerns?
Most certainly, yeah. I mean, we know that as these companies become larger, they not only push out their competition, but smaller grocery stores that serve immigrant populations, that serve other communities that these large monopolies may not see as profitable as other places. And yeah, we see that they're closing down stores, making it as profitable as possible, wanting to wipe out competition. Certainly a concern from members about that as well.
Can you tell us about this dividend that you're concerned about? Because you were just saying these companies are trying to make money, but in a way they're kind of trying to get rid of money if they pay a dividend. Isn't that right?
Well, Kroger has $4 billion to be putting towards their shareholders, and we don't see any of those things going to workers' wages, to making stores safer, to updating safety concerns in these places. Kroger and Albertsons made record profits during the pandemic, and what we're seeing right now with high inflation is that they're racking up prices to continue that as well. So they have the money to be investing in their shareholders, and they should be putting that towards workers and the community as well.
Do you think that, they claim that having the bigger buying power and being able to get more stuff, at a bigger bulk discount, and all the investments that they're making will lead to lower prices in the stores? What do you think of that claim?
I would say points of evidence that has ever happened. When companies become larger, that prices go down and they don't try to just monopolize the industry. We know that they're in this for the profits. We know that they don't care about the workers or the community. We know that workers are really concerned. The people who are on the ground every single day in these stores, who are helping the community and really driving the profits for these companies. There's a Safeway down the street that is becoming more and more automated in their systems. And we don't see those profits that they're making going to workers. We see that going to the pockets of these corporate executives. So, I'm not too sure about their buying power, but I'm sure they're perfectly fine with the money they have to negotiate fair prices. So,
how do you think a merger like this would impact the shopping experience for the consumer?
Yeah, I mean, we already experiencing it now. We have short staffing. Not a lot of things are on the shelf because we don't have people in stores. They're not paying high enough wages. They're not ensuring that folks are respected at work so that they continue to stick around. They're not having competitive benefits. And when we go to the negotiation table with Kroger and Albertsons, those are the highest concern for members. They are concerned about their wages, they are concerned about the benefits, and they're concerned about having a store that's safe. Whether that is safe staffing, so people aren't running around the store or doing overtime every single day and they can see their family, or whether that's making sure that there's a community investment in the store, so there's not active harm going in to stores, whether that's, we've had store shootings, we've had a lot of folks feeling unsafe at these stores. So.
And I hear the concern about wages, but I'm wondering also for the consumer, the person that comes here to shop, what could be different?
Yeah, I mean, I think what we can see is less items on the shelves because we don't have enough people to stock them. What we're seeing is, especially in our skilled trades like the meat department, we're not having enough folks going to the meat apprenticeship program because the company isn't investing in their training. It was fighting tooth and nail to get funding to put into training, to train more meat apprentice programs. And the company is not doing that. Why? Because they don't want to put more money into these things. They want to have things automated. But we know that if you can go talk to a butcher and they're able to give you the best advice for your party that night, then that's a much better conversation. Or asking someone in the floor department to give you something for a mom that's just passed away and make it really care. Look, and also, we all know that when we go into grocery stores and we have a conversation with the checker and they help us understand when things are coming in, or they know our name, they're able to ask how our family's doing. There's a much better shopping experience for everyone around, and much better for our workers as well when they're able to make those community connections.
All right, thanks, Dominic.
Thank you
both.
much.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Kroger and Albertsons have said their plans include investing hundreds of millions of dollars to do what they call improving the customer shopping experience and also to help lower prices. And they say the consolidation and their ability to buy products at lower prices will also mean lower costs for you at the store. Kroger and Albertsons have also pushed back against lawsuits, including one from Washington State Attorney General Bob Ferguson, that want to block a $4 billion dividend payment to shareholders ahead of the merger. Now, they have said that that lawsuit is meritless and that there's no reason to block such a dividend payment.